one of you cunts stole my fucking chain.
Oh yeah?
It's just normal weekend car parking.
Yeah.
So you've actually come to the wrong entrance.
Thought
so
I might do.
You want to go back down that road.
Yeah.
You want to turn left.
Yeah.
There's a traffic lights. Then you want to turn left again, and that's where you want to be.
Okay.
You just turn around there.
Yeah, no problem. We made it. Oh yeah.
One hour later. Thank you. Have you got a wristbands, guys?
Sweet.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Six months later. Eventually.
Hello sir, hello mate. Put your bags over here and into your pockets. Sorry sir, cameras are not allowed. I'm sorry.
They are, but
Sorry?
as long as it's less than a 6-inch lens, I've already checked.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is this a glass or a vape?
It's a vape.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry, metal sir. This is pocket.
Wallet.
Yeah, sorry. You please open your bag.
Yeah.
This. Is this a sound speaker?
It's just a torch and a power bank for charging.
Yeah. What's this?
Like a mat to sit on.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, man.
Poncho. Is that alright?
One eternity later.
Thank you very much. It's buzzing, but it's not picking it up. There we go.
Another one. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it? Well, through, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Enjoy your day.
See you later.
to me. I'm going over your head because you're only little. You got to get out of the fucking way because you're too small for this. Right, let go, let go. Are you ready, lads? Are you ready? How we doing? You alright, guys? You surviving? Someone give my glasses back, thank you very much. Right, which one of you cunts stole my fucking chain? I know, I'm fuming. I've had that chain for 10 years. And do you know what? I've just sacrificed it to the mosh pits to download. Join these two together. Get out of the fucking way and join these together. Are you ready? Leave it out, man! Thank you very much. So wrong.
Hey, UK, the worst Jersey is sweet, isn't it? We brought the storm, and I hope you fucking love this, because we do. Hey guys, thank you so fucking much for your support. We're feeling energy, we feel your hospitality. It's fucking amazing. We're living our dream. Thank you so much. No more fucking talking. I want to see Mosh Pit. I want to see Soko Pit. I want to see you guys smash each other face. I'm kidding. I'm not fucking kidding. I want to see the fucking violence, because the next song called Demolition. Let's play this shit. Fire!
it's your civic obligation to sing along, right? Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman. Maybe he won't find out what I know.
before? How long does it usually take to get out of the car park?
On a day ticket, I've been out in 10 minutes, or I've been out in 4 hours. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's not so much the car park, it's
This junction.
the how the funnel it out into motorway and whatnot.
Right.